Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Funky Marketing Show. Today I was supposed to be a guest on another show, but I got stuck into the meeting, so I decided to go and record something just for you. It's been a long time since I've been recording um, on my own without guests, so I guess I just wanted to go through some things to tell you the way we are further developing funky marketing, the way things are unrolling, and to get deeper into those things. That's why the today's episode is called "Why You Should Hire a Fractional CMO," and we're gonna get deeper into those things. First of all, I want to just thank you for being here with me, with all of us that are behind Funky Marketing Show, for listening, for subscribing, for sharing the episodes. Number of people that are listening to each episode has really significantly grown in the last 2 months, and I just want to say thank you for that, and I'm expecting that all of us keep growing. We have some amazing guests in the pipeline, and most of them have never been on a podcast. I'm not trying to get to the podcast people who are on every single podcast out there, but to find new people, to find people that are doing actually funky marketing and thinking, have this funky way of thinking, which means a little bit different, out of the box, that are differentiating themselves through the things that they are doing and the way they are doing them. So, first of all, the way we are further developing funky marketing, to get into that topic, is as two separate entities. So first one is getting more into the consultancy. So it's me, it's a couple more people that have been leading companies, leading teams, and doing the job from implementation point and from the leadership and management point. So doing things such as connecting business and marketing goals, doing the organizational transformation, digital transformation. When I say organizational transformation, I mean from sole proprietor to an actual big company. Then from doing the customer research, all kind of different stuff. So that's one point, and that's how we actually start working with companies. For example, in my case, I enter the company and then we get another thing. Those companies that we are consulting are the ones that already have at least one person in their marketing team, and basically have their own team, so we are helping them get there. So I don't need to be the one that is actually pushing the button, or coming up with starting the ads. I can be the one who is overviewing the process, making sure that everything goes the right way, and leading the company's team to the desired goal. So that's on one way. And then, if the company doesn't have enough people to do the implementation, or they have, they are missing some of them and we have them in the team, then we do two things. Either we get somebody from the part of the company which is related to the implementation to come in, actually run the ads, or write content, or design, or do the video editing, whatever it is in place. So do the implementation. Or if they want to hire somebody in-house, then we help them find those people. So that's how we actually, make a nice little circle inside the company. And then further on, the possibilities are, we're going to create some digital products. We're gonna work on a community, lots of stuff going on, and as hopefully COVID is going away, we'll be organizing offline events for marketers where people will just get to know each other, exchange experience and everything, and sort of like Epicurance. If you, I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it was a conference for designers created by Dan Petty, and I really like this idea, and I think we're going to do something similar with Funky Marketing. So those are kind of the things that are over there, and now I want to get more into the why you should hire a fractional CMO and when you should do that. There are a couple of things, a couple of situations we can go through, but the first one is, for example, you have a team which has a couple of people that are, maybe somebody to take care of the social, somebody who is doing the design, somebody who is doing the tactics. So let's call it maybe the growth hacker, and somebody who is actually writing the content. So they are all good at their jobs, but they lack the knowledge of the strategy. They need somebody to create the dots. This is where you need to bring somebody in to help them actually get there, because they are good at doing their job, but they don't know what happens when they write a piece of content. What happens with that content when they create the visuals, the design? What happens then? They don't know how they get to the goals. They don't have that gap filled in. So in a way, when this is when the company needs somebody to go in and help them actually create the dots, connect the dots. And this is the moment when when you get somebody as a fractional CMO. Why a fractional CMO? Because a couple of reasons, but I'll get to that later. Let me just explain more the situation. So usually it's who is the person who can be the fractional CMO. Usually it's a person who you know we can call it fractional CMO, we can call it marketing manager, we can call it director of marketing, we can call it interim CMO. It doesn't matter. I'm just telling you, what's the position. So it usually has the element of, growth. I don't like the growth hacking expressions, but knows how to set up the company for the growth, knows how to do the account management, knows how to communicate with C-level, but also how it has been doing the work. So, there's an expression of T-shaped person. So somebody who has extensive knowledge and experience in various areas of marketing. So formal marketing education, maybe, but more importantly, deeper knowledge in one area, and everything else worked at least a little, to be able to understand how something is done, what resources are needed, how long the realization takes, and what results are actually expected. For example, it can be somebody who has run social media, who wrote a copy for landing pages, sites, somebody who understands design, somebody who had chewed a little design himself, maybe Canva, maybe Photoshop, somebody who has tried to work and has done some Google ads, some social media ads, created strategies, elaborated, the funnel, knows how to do the analytics, the reporting. So, had the opportunity to do also the email marketing, maybe automation, and collaborated with all those people, with designers, with developers, with content writers, and with C-level. So somebody who has tried everything and is able to understand what the client wants, how it is realized, who needs, who is missing from the team, who the team needs, so they can come up with the results. and somebody who will set up strategies for the company, who knows the problems, is familiar with situation that can get into, and somebody who can also monitor the implementation. So that's kind of the overview, the way I see the person. So just to kind of get into that, if you have any questions in any moment, since we are streaming this live on LinkedIn, feel free to ask and to add them. Otherwise, I'll continue talking. So at the first stages, when you will come to the company, the idea of implementation, project management is needed, mostly in those first stages, until you set everything up, until you get all those things ready, and then possibly, it would be taken by somebody who is trained for it. Then you come up with a strategy and you lead the team, the people, so they can start getting results, generating results, and then further on they maybe want to get somebody to come and in-house and replace you. But for that transition period of time, somebody who has knowledge, experience to set up the things, it's good to have somebody as a fractional CMO. Why? Because the expenses are lower. Basically, you are it is costing you half the money that getting somebody in-house to work as a CMO will cost you. So one thing that we need to clarify here, and I see a lots of mistake going on, somebody who is head of marketing, it can be CMO, it can be fractional CMO, it can be director of marketing, it can be marketing manager, different names, VP of marketing. It should be somebody that is considered a C-level role and can talk with C-level executives on the same level. So this is important to know. Marketing needs to sit at the same table with the C-level, with all the C-level executives. Now, a company with clear revenue target and a small marketing function, at least, for now, needs to set aside at least, I don't know, I'm looking at now from the euro perspective. So it's at least 3,000 euros a month, or at least $36, 36,000 euros a year for the CMO who is providing fractional and strategic marketing support. And basically, it's not the expense, it's the investment, and that's how it should be looked at. The way I work, the way we work on a retention basis, and that amount is based on the amount of time I plan to spend with the company to bring value. So I have to spend at least 40 to 60 hours a month to encourage change, and usually it sounds a lot, but if it brings a positive return on the investment and stops wasting, it makes a good business sense. So basically, this suits growth focused companies that needs flexibility, and basically changing levels of strategic and tactical support as the marketing function evolves. So I'm not employed by the company, but I'm entering in front of my company, in front of Funky Marketing. Funky Marketing is a function of the CMO to sort things out and prepare everything for the growth the company expects. In the beginning, sure, we also have that part of marketing that you may not have in-house, and we provide that part. Basically, what we need to do if we start are a couple of things. First, we need to align marketing strategy with business goals. And it's important that you have the business goals. Okay? If you have clear goals as a company, but the role of marketing in achieving those goals is not clear, then you should first invest in creating a strategic marketing plan. It's basically critical for any company that wants to spend its marketing budget efficiently. The plan is the one that will help us with what exactly marketing does to achieving its goals. But don't get me wrong. I need to clarify some things, and it is that basically marketing doesn't have its own goal. That's the way I see it. Marketing is successful if the company is successful in achieving its business goals. So not as something separate, not as number of uh, MQLs, but a number of if it's the revenue or if it's lower the CAC or whatever it is, but it needs to be something that is related to the business goals. Okay, not to get into the specific, but that's the way I see it. When we work with companies, our marketing plan essentially consists on two parts. First one is due diligence, and second one is marketing communications plan. So first one is where we essentially do a deep immersion in the company, in the history of the company, in the market position, in its strengths, in its weaknesses, and this is where we do the research, and we form the basis necessary for the recommendation given in the second part. So we need to do the research so we can create the communications plan. And communications plan is the part is consists of recommendations of how actually marketing will support business goals. So this is the actionable part of the plan that describes in detail the tactics, roles, responsibilities, and the way the budget should be allocated. Uh, the budget for refreshing, reconstructing the marketing infrastructure should also be set aside. So if you are changing everything, then you need the right tools to make it happen. The right assets. It can be people, it can be tools, and it's the plan and the strategy that guides it all. So the right recommendations are coming from the strategic marketing plan. So couple of things you should expect to when you're creating a marketing plan, and those things are you should consider branding and messaging again, definitely. The message of the company, the visual brand, they all must resonate with the audience. That will drive growth and lead you to the goal. This may usually it requires a simple visual update, and not many times it requires a drastic redesign of the brand position strategy. So basically, that's the first step. We need to figure out the messaging. We need to figure out the branding, the visual part, and the part that is not visual. So the way we are going into all of this, I like to consider in this part doing a strategic narrative at this moment if the company is developed enough, so we can kind of see what's the bigger change and focus on a change instead of focusing on the problem. And I love the fairy tales and the stories, so it's good. In every strategic narrative you have the Star Wars theme, the lightsaber and Luke Skywalker. Then we have Batman and Robin. That we have the Cinderella and the fairy, those kind of stuff. But then when we have that, we are good to go to update the website. It is almost always case that a company can make a better use of its website as practically a marketing tool. This can range from simple SEO optimization of keywords. Sometimes the URL are very bad. Sometimes they are sub pages, subdomains, lots of stuff over there. And sometimes it's just the CTAs. How many of them do we have? Are they clear enough? Are they visible enough? Do we have enough testimonials? How the website flow goes? So all the stuff from UE to UX, from experience and everything. And basically, when we have that, we procure and implement the technology. So you should always expect to spend your budget on a new technology that is already listed in the plan. So it's something that we planned. It can range from very simple web plugins to the enterprise level platforms, depending on on the existing infrastructure and the goals and the way everything goes. We bring then the tactical support, and as you enter the new marketing waters, as we are fixing stuff step by step. You should expect to introduce, specialized support, which could range from graphics, UI designers to paid SEO and marketing automation experts. So basically, you already have some of that in-house, possibly, depending on the need. Some of our clients turn to us for some other tactical needs, while others choose just to bring in constant marketing expert, somebody to be hired in-house and to help execute the plan and maintain the growth internally. Regardless of the company's preferences, it goes without saying that that they should expect some combination of external and internal resources to help execute the plan. One of the biggest problems I see, and why I'm talking about this, is one of the biggest problems I see is, high growth B2B companies face the lack of strategic guidance when it comes to the marketing. And they need somebody who understands business and can translate business goals to marketing. There's a huge gap when it comes to that. And, it seems that it is something that is a big issue. And as I told you, somebody who is going in on a fractional CMO position needs to be somebody who has a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge, and can understand both sides and has done both sides. So just to kind of get again to that, it is someone with extensive knowledge and experience in various areas of marketing, somebody who has deeper knowledge, somebody who has worked in most departments of the company or marketing, somebody who's able to understand how things are being done, and somebody who understands what resources are needed, how long the realization takes, and what resources are expected. If we look at it from the deeper breakdown, possibly done social media, wrote a copy landing pages on the website, understands copy, tried to do and has done advertising, has created strategies, has done email marketing and automation, has collaborated with designers, with developers, has tried everything, and so is able to understand what is the need, how it is realized, and who needs to do what, who can set strategies for clients, and who can create a system for implementation. So that's the overview, the way I see it. Besides that, fractional CMO can come in a company in the later stages and, just do the alignment between marketing, between sales, between the product, and between customer success. It's also happening, and it requires even deeper level of expertise, and somebody who is able to understand all those things. Like, I'm always missing that people talk about alignment between marketing, between sales, and eventually between customer success. Nobody mentions product, and I think product and marketing ops together can make wonders in that way if there's a good product market fit. So that's kind of the overview. That's kind of what I wanted to talk with you about today. And just go over a couple of things, explain you what we are doing. What we're doing is working, just to kind of get to that as well. Very well. Like, seems like LinkedIn is exploding. Business is growing and everything is going well, and I think it's the best way to start the year. So once again, I want to thank you for following Funky Marketing Show, for being subscribers, for getting us feedback. There's a new episode out every week, so go ahead, check it out. I think you'll find a deeper knowledge inside those episodes and inside what our guests are sharing. That's it, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and keep it funky.